Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning, the second morning of our trip. Yesterday we had a lot of fun rolling through some trails. Jeremy gave us some good history on the area. I'm pulled up here to this beautiful overlook. It's an old mine. You can see right here some of the old equipment and the whatnot, but old miner shack up there where our rigs are. But everybody's just kind of finishing up coffee, chit-chatting, and we're not really in a hurry today. So this little mine shaft right here that I was taking a look at, and we're just going to kind of have a nice, relaxing day, drive around, see some of the sights, and I'm going to try to play with my drone a little bit and get some cool shots of 7 four-wheel campers driving together, which is kind of a cool look when you're out by yourself normally. So enjoy, get yourself a beverage, throw the feet up on the Barker Lounger, and give us a like. All right, Frank, what's been the funnest thing so far, even though we only done one day?
Exploring all the old buildings, I guess.
The old building, we saw a lot. I feel like about a half dozen different buildings.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward to the day?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, here we go.
The Mojave National Preserve sprawls across 1.6 million acres of raw, untamed desert, a vast canvas of jagged peaks, ancient Joshua trees, and endless dunes that shimmer under the relentless sun. Ruggedness defines every inch. Volcanic cinder cones like the Kelso Dunes tower over wind-scoured plains, and slot canyons carved through stone, whispering of flash floods. This is a land of stark beauty, where solitude reigns and the earth's raw power humbles all who tread its unforgiving trails. Mining in the Mojave Desert began in earnest during the mid-1800s, sparked by the California Gold Rush. While the Sierra Nevada initially grew the most prospectors, the Mojave's harsh terrain attracted those seeking untapped riches. Early mining focused on gold and silver, with the significant discoveries along the Colorado River and in areas like the New York Mountains by the 1860s. Copper, lead, zinc, tungsten, and borax also became major targets. Environmental impacts, including habitat destruction and toxic runoff, remain a legacy alongside cultural remnants like ghost towns and rock art. Today, 95 active mines operate in San Bernardino County alone, with rare earth elements gaining attention.
All right, we're back on the trail. We just stopped and looked at some cool mines and just bumping on down the road. About to head into a really cool, looks like Joshua tree forest. So hope you guys are enjoying this.
The daytime sky over the Mojave Desert is a boundless dome of brilliant blue, shimmering with unrelenting sunlight that casts sharp shadows across the sand. Occasionally streaked with wispy cirrus clouds, it feels vast and untouchable, amplifying the desert's raw and open expanse. Wanting to keep the adventure dusty, we shunned the call for the smooth pavement of Cima Road, choosing instead to explore another dust-choked trail. With that said, we crossed Cima Road and headed up the gradual and bumpy slope of Deer Springs Road. Valley View Ranch is a functional ranch. It has been in operation since the Homestead era and continues to be active with the family living on site. The ranch is situated at the end of Valley View Ranch and Deer Spring Roads. If you plan to roll through this section of the Mojave, please respect the private property boundaries. So far, we've only seen a few other vehicles, and that was yesterday. The trails are bumpy as to be expected, but we have yet to encounter anything that would require 4 low or having someone to get out and spot you. The winds have also been in our favor, blowing just enough and in the right direction to keep the view clear for the driver behind you. If you've never visited here, make sure you get this place on your list. As vast and barren as it appears to be, there are pockets of fascinating finds around every bend. The Aiken cinder mine began operations in 1948, extracting volcanic cinder, also known as pumice, from the cinder cone lava beds. The mine extracted over 9 million tons of cinder, with nearly 8 million tons still left in piles on site. About 1 million tons were sold, primarily for construction projects on the Las Vegas Strip. The mine operated until 1990, when it abruptly was abandoned, leaving behind extensive equipment including crushers, diesel engines, conveyor belts, trucks, mobile home office, and a truck scale. The desert's dry climate has preserved much of this equipment, giving visitors a sense of the mine's operational scale. Shortcut?
Well, this is the greatest right here. Well, the optimal pictures I've seen of people kind of dusted.
Crazy end to the day, folks. We just got done. We went to the lava tubes. They were really cool. And they were driving down the road. I mean, literally a half mile down the road. And Charles called out and said, "Hey, I think I just got a flat." And less than 30 seconds later, Steve got on the radio and got a flat. So we had 2 flats in less than 30 seconds on day 2. But sun is still up, which is great. We got the tires switched out. Not a problem. Teamwork is awesome. So we're setting up camp here a little bit short of where we were going to, but that's how things roll when these things happen. So all's good, other than 2 new tires need to be purchased. All right, back at it.